Welcome back. This is Billy Alvaro, Wayne Hartart, and the handsome homebuyer, Captain Permit, Charles Weinraub. We are talking real estate. Weinraub?
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough. I said it right the first time. We're talking all day, everyday real estate out here in Nassau, Suffolk, and Queens. We're talking about permits, specifically in the first segment, on the toughness that Long Island brings to the table, even just New York in general, with making shit happen. Oh, I just did.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Making it
Bleep.
Yeah, bleep that out. Making it happen out here. So what other issues are you finding? Like, let's talk about issues more. What other issues you find with the permit process?
In the permit world?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, stuff just takes forever. You have to budget. Like, if you're a rehabber, you used to budget for a 6-month cycle. Now you got to budget for a 9-month cycle.
9 months.
You really do, because it takes forever, and then you have to prepare beforehand. I mean, these guys object to stuff just to object to stuff.
It's amazing.
Like, there's certain townships where they'll object just to object because they have to, like, substantiate their job or something because it doesn't make sense. So you go out to, like, Brookhaven, one of those places, it's easy. You give them what they want, it flies right through.
Right.
You go into, like, Nassau, like, town of North Hempstead, town of Hempstead. I saw an objection letter in the town of North Hempstead the other day. It was 3 pages long, 17 numbers, and it had A, B, C under each of them.
Each number.
What?
Dude, this isn't physically possible. We're trying to put a deck on the house. How can I have 17 objections with 3 parts each? It's nuts,
it's
man.
that
And how many times do you then fix those objections and you get another list back, especially from that town, because we dealt with it. We're trying to build new construction. It was insane.
It doesn't
My architect
even-
was losing his mind.
It doesn't even make sense, man.
How did you not? If you reviewed it, you made all the objections. How did you fix up those 17 and then find another 17? You didn't find it the first time you looked at it.
It doesn't
Couldn't just
even-
give me all
That's-
34 at the
that's
beginning.
The craziness of the whole.
You couldn't give me the
thing.
34 at the beginning.
They'll go in.
Yes.
They won't find
Like,
something,
come
and
on.
then the second time they go in, they'll bring up something else.
17 new things. I'm like, but you just reviewed it. Where did this come from? It's not like I gave you a whole new set of plans. I fixed the 17
Why
that you
do
wanted.
you think they do that? I mean, you're an expert at this. Why is it a power trip?
Nah, I don't think it's like that. I just think it's lack of organization.
Yeah, huh?
They are very.
I just think it's it's a lack of organization.
It's the red tape. It's the
They're not. Yeah, there's no
Municipalities.
incentives. There's no motivation. I mean, who knows? And listen, to be fair to them, like, who knows what they're dealing with internally? Like, you get people in there that are trying to do a good job and trying to help, but like they can't get their own stuff done in a proper way. Like, I know people in the building department that really, really care and they really want to get stuff done. And they're just like
they're dealing with their own red
the
tape.
bureaucratic
Yeah,
it makes it so hard for them.
Yeah.
It almost makes it to a point like, you said you had to just design your own permit company to get your own
Just to get my own flips done.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And then I'm like, oh, this is a great business because if you call an expediter and architect, they never call you back. So I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Let's just turn this into a business. All we have to, like, we don't even have to know anything. All we have to do is pick up the phone.
Pick up the.
But here's the thing. I mean, as far as knowing
it's so
stuff,
true though.
the fact of the matter is this: I've gotten in trouble more than anybody. You and I, like collectively, the three of us have gotten in more trouble doing stuff wrong because we didn't know than anybody else. So now we know.
Right.
We know where to do what, where to do this, like how to do it, and that's.
I'd rather ask for forgiveness.
Well, that's what they say. It's easy to ask
beg
for forgiveness.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
go up front. Yeah,
In certain times, you have to ask for just go down that road.
No, you have to because nobody cares about your $150 a day carrying costs or the market changing and like if you don't get this thing done, like it might be worth 5% less.
Yeah, you might lose
Let's
money.
talk. Let's talk shutdowns. So tell me your experience with guys you've gotten involved with where they didn't go down the road the right way, they didn't pull permits,
Okay.
and they ended up getting shut down. Like, what is that?
Oh, stop work orders?
Stop work orders.
Ah, dude, you know what?
Yeah, so
I
what
actually
happens
started
with
getting
that?
I started hearing about stop work orders in town of Brookhaven recently, last week, which has never happened before. Like,
Really?
so now it's spreading.
Yeah.
So everybody realized, I mean, listen, this is a business, big money.
Yeah,
big
money.
big money. Like, I got to stop work order on one of my own properties, and I had to file and maintain. So there's two different kind of permits. There's proposed, and then there's maintained. So proposed filing is when you're going to do the work. You haven't started. They inspect during the process. A maintain is when it's already been completed. You have a letter from the design professional, and then they come and inspect one time. They double or triple the fees on the maintain. So I was doing this house in Merrick. We got a stop work order. I had to do a maintain. The building permit fee on the maintain was $3,800.
Yeah, triple.
Just for
Just for the building permit fee. So
holy cow.
$3,800
Plus your architectural fees.
plus your architectural fees, plus the plumber had to file the plumbing permits.
Yep.
Separate.
Plus you need a UL certificate for all the electric, right? If you're not Captain Permit, this is my Captain
Little plug.
That's my
You
Captain Permit.
gotta have a shirt. Captain America
I'm-
shirt.
I'm
Captain
flying.
Permit
He
shirt.
has
Unless
it,
you
yeah.
have-
can't see me doing the
This
raised
guy has
arm in the
cartoons
air.
all over the place out there.
Right? If you're spending $7,000, $8,000, $10,000.
Plus, how much time does that add?
Oh, forget it. Yo, if you had a stop work order,
Now, yeah.
they were originally in certain townships holding your file for like 30 days before they ever even looked at it. And then they're going to object to it.
Yeah.
And then so basically you're losing at least 3 months.
Yeah, that's what the
Which is-
average 90 days. That's
which
what I've
is
seen.
nuts.
Certain
Hell
towns,
is
they
shit.
literally put the reg tag on it, and they won't even look at it for a certain amount of time.
But and then what they're going to do is they're going to nitpick every little thing
on
that you've done
on-
to that property.
And I
Yeah,
think
they
they
don't
said
get
if we,
that crazy. Like they're not like,
Some of us they did.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my
man.
God.
Well, I haven't had that experience, but like it just because it's not personal for them. They don't care. They're just like, listen, it doesn't matter. I'm coming to work. I'm going to punch a clock. It doesn't matter.
You know,
Well, they
I
do
guess
it,
it
yeah.
depends on, I guess, the person who's doing the inspection, because some of these guys do take it quite personal.
There's a couple.
There's a
yeah.
few
A couple that-
individuals,
there's a
a few
couple.
different
Just
towns where
unbearable to
no
deal with.
matter what, they just have that I'm in charge mentality, and they
Yeah.
are just going to put the screw to you.
But here's my argument. It's like back when you're dating, you see this girl who's the most beautiful girl in the world. You're like, oh, she'll never talk to me. Listen, she loves somebody. She got her heart broken by somebody. You're a salesman. Doesn't matter if this inspector is the nastiest person on the planet. If you go at him in the right way,
Psychology,
you
brother.
can make it happen.
Yeah, psychology.
Especially you of all people. Right. Especially you of all people.
Yeah. Try to make things happen, man, but every once in a while you come across those nuts.
No, you
They're
do.
hard
Nah,
to crack,
it
man.
happens.
Yeah,
You know,
they're
that's
very challenging.
life.
And I'll tell you what I've had is some of my contractors, I can't have them there for the inspections because they fly off the handle too quick. So when you're
yeah,
dealing
no.
with certain inspectors that literally nitpick and you don't know how
You
to
go out
talk
and
to them like
do you
we
go out
do.
and do the inspections yourself?
So I have either my project manager, one
Yeah.
of us on our staff is usually there for ones that I know they're in certain towns and certain people are coming just because they've seen my face and they know me, and now I'm introducing some of my project managers to them so they can take over that. But I've seen it where they just, if I send the contractors,
Well,
Yeah.
because the
Contractors
contractors take it personal.
they have
because
a
it's their
self- yeah,
business.
you need a
and-
certain kind of temperament.
they have a
to
self
deal with
they have a
people in
self
general.
pride, and when they start picking them apart and you see those two argue, that's it. Then all of a sudden that list becomes a lot longer when you piss these guys off. So I'm like,
Of course.
you cannot go down that road. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got the clipboard, but it's unfortunate that it happens that way.
No, you're 100% right.
Certain ones are just unbearable
Where
to
are
deal
you
with.
based out of? Where's your
We're based out of Farmingdale.
Farmingdale?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
not
based out of
bad.
Farmingdale.
Yeah,
So good. Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of everything.
it's a perfect location.
location.
Yeah, it works. That's why I
Yeah,
like
Nassau,
it.
Suffolk, right down to
Yep.
Queens. Yeah, you're
Farmingdale
good.
Village is popping these days. Like
There's a lot of
Big over
changes
there.
over there
yeah,
now.
when we do
a lot of changes over there.
basically also for my staff, like my crews that we have to do construction on all the houses that we're buying and stuff. So it's like, all right, if you got to go to Mastic today, all right, great. If you got to go to Hempstead or New Hyde Park, whatever, we're like centrally located.
Yeah, it's centrally located,
Otherwise, you're trucking all over the place.
Yeah.
because we're everywhere, just like you guys.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, everybody asks us, where do you buy? And our response is wherever there's money to be
Where we
made.
can be, yeah.
That's exactly.
You know,
what
we
it is.
go where the deals are.
And I think it's really important for people to know, like, you need to get the education constantly. I mean, I know that you guys are doing it. You're flying all over, always learning. Like, you can't be a one-trick pony. If you're a guy that just wants to buy flip houses in Levittown, when you can't buy flip houses in Levittown, you're out of business.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you could do rentals, new construction, dormers, fixed and flips, commercial property, etc., you always have something to buy. You'll always make money. And if you're raising money, your investors want to be invested.
Big
Like
time.
if you raise money for investors, and you have nothing to put
give-
them in. They're going somewhere else.
They give me the money to somebody else to put to work. No
and
doubt.
and as I make the change from single family to the commercial stuff that I'm doing now, I have to tell them, like, listen, it's going to slow down. This is what we're going to do, but be careful. This is how I see the market changing.
Which I want to talk on the next show. I want to bring you
We're gonna
back
bring you
on. I
back
want
on
to talk
for
about the market
changing.
shifting and what you're doing and what we're doing and
Okay.
your change and what you're getting into.
Yeah, no, that'll be awesome. But
Yeah.
you have to, like, remember, everybody, this is not emotional, and you have to feel the market. You can't just buy just because you're used to buying. Like, you'll buy yourself right into the next crash.
Yes, you will. We could see a lot of people. It's happening
A lot
right
of
now.
people haven't experienced
You can't
last
buy with
crash.
emotion. Yeah.
I didn't either.
They weren't
but
there.
But you're smart enough to realize
It
you're
scared
an
me
avid
enough.
reader, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're an avid reader. You're a learner. And a lot of these guys out there that are cowboys right now that are thinking like this market's never going to change.
And they're literally
Heads
getting-
up, guys! It's changed.
it's
It's
already
actually changed.
It always
It's
does.
already changed.
Yeah,
We've
it
all
always
seen
does.
that
It's
sign.
you got to be prepared.
Listen, I mean, I'm in business a long time. When the last recession hit, I owned a Mako auto body franchise in Hempstead. Like, better get Mako.
Oh, yeah.
And I literally remember the day it's like somebody just shut the faucet of life off.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
remember standing there and like all of a sudden there's no business.
Yeah.
Period.
Scary.
So now, and I looked the other day, 30% drop in real estate at that point in time. I don't think this next recession is going to be nearly as bad as that.
No, it's
gonna be a correction.
I've actually been tracking the last 75 years of recessions, and it takes a very similar cycle every time. It's like you have a little recession that takes a 2-year recovery, and then the government does something to like inflate the economy again, and then you crash like what we just had,
Yep.
and then it repeats itself.
Yep.
And it's always at like a 7 to 12 year.
7 to 12,
Yeah.
10 years on average.
Some of them are narrowing a little bit more, but yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
there.
and it's always something different, and nobody knows exactly. But if you're honest with yourself and you listen to the market, you will feel it. And don't live like a crazy man. Don't go get a Maserati, a $4 million house because you made a whole bunch of money one year, because that's your best year. It's not going to happen like that.
Not every year. Smart.
Listen, this has been a very interesting conversation today. Love this guy's energy, bro. I have energy. He has energy. You have energy, my man. I love the energy. This is Billy Alvaro, Wayne Harto. We are Easy Sell Property Solutions. You can find us online at easysell411.com. If you want to sell your house for cash, give us a call, 631-400-EASY. And if you need permits done, by all means, call our man, Captain Permit, Charles. Say your last name, bro.
Weinraub.
Weinraub.
There you go.
At what's your number?
516-513-8838.
Awesome, guys. We are out.